Hello Leo, this is your reading for October 2017, and I've already pre-shuffled the decks, and I've already laid out the cards and pulled even your angel card messages. And so with your signifier cards, we have the Moon and we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Moon stresses, though, on things changing, and sometimes things can be crisis. We've got a little bit of that going on in October because it sounds like a lot of people have some changes going on as I've been reading a lot of cards. There's good things, at the end in your reading, though, and good things amongst all of that. But with the Moon card, there's like old fears can resurface, and sometimes when we let fear get the best of us, it's not a good idea. It's taking some time to go to your happy place if you need to. But on the lighter note of the Moon, it can be, full of imagination, romance, and high intuition. And, pay attention to your dreams because they can be very prophetic. You can see the future at that, and those are nice messages if you can hold on to that, if you can remember those. I know a lot of people have a tough time remembering their messages. When we go to the Two of Pentacles, still with the overriding part of the reading and signifier card, it's, that this card can appear, represents solvency, and it's going to be, can be a difficult time in financial, wanting you to hold on to your finances a little tighter and not be too spendthrift. I mean, still have enough to go have a little bit of fun, but also just maintain and pay attention to what's coming in and what's going out, and make sure a lot's not going out. So then that, you got to keep tabs on your cash flow, and it can affect your, where you're money can affect you and where you live and your career, etc. So between the two, with the Moon and the Two of Pentacles, you're going to have to really pay attention to the changes that are happening, and you're going to have to really rely on your intuitive to get you through this. So basically it's just being smart, because there's a double intuitive on both of those for knowing on that, and it's nice to have these readings a little earlier so you can see what's coming up. At the beginning of the reading and my spread that I lay out, it's still talking about challenges that are lying ahead, and that's the Page of Swords. And this person can have a Taurian engine, their energy around them, and there may be contracts or legal issues at hand. Just be aware, and there's usually a clever way to get around that. And just some of these, and if that's a person too with the Taurus energy, they can be very charming. They're just wanting to be aware of these kind of contracts, and don't be too quick to sign things. The Hangman's right underneath that, and as the Hangman, that's usually something of taking your time and just stay there and really think about, is this what you want to get into? Is this not what you want to get into? I wouldn't be in a rush to sign any contracts or anything legal. I'd really look through the fine print and make sure that you're not signing anything that you wish you didn't do. As we move forward into the reading, you get the King of Cups, which has a strong influence of Cancer, which is a very solid individual, male typically, doesn't have to represent a male, but this person coming in is very helpful and typical of owning your own business or moving forward and strong in business. So you may have some help from a person that's going to help you, or you are a person that's thinking about going into your own business. Also with the King of Cups, they're very solid individuals and family. So they see to it that with that card showing up, that shows me that you are always thinking closely about how to take care of your home life and your family, and you're doing that. And you'll continue to do that. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which means within the finances, and it's a very earthy card, and very grounded. This is grounded in your thinking and how you approach life. Sometimes that can represent inheritances and things coming to you. Again, you are a good money maker, and it's showing that you are financially stable, and I'm not worried about that, but it's talking just to be really smart within. If there's some changes in your career, you're going to really have to use your intuitive on this and really trust that. And that I'm not worried about. With the Leo, they typically think things out very clearly and methodical. We move into the Queen of Cups, and this is also tied in to the King of Cups next to them, and she is usually a very gentle person that is coming around you that's helpful. Sometimes you can identify with that type of energy also. Scorpio is what is represented in what I know, and they just have a really good hand about them. And also in the meaning of that card is just, you know, approaching life in business and in friends in a very maternal way. Also with the King of Cups too, very family oriented. Ace of Wands, you're moving into a new direction, and it's the beginning, because you've got two aces here, which you have two new big beginnings coming into your life. And this is right in the fall, so this ties right into October, and that is exciting. And as we move forward into it, there's some strife going on with the Ten of Swords, and that can be your no cup, you know, the no card. And it gets a little crazy with that. I'm sorry, my phone it's going off with the things, and kind of catches me off guard when that happens. I've got somebody trying to chat with me. So with the Ten of Swords, you know, it can mean that, you know, we get caught up in our heads on some things, and, you know, can represent somewhat of depression, and you're being pinned down by some burdens. But it's not long. You recover, you see it clearly, you pick your bootstraps up, and then away you go. Because at the end of it, you end up with the Ace of Swords, which, it's the Ace of Swords. And again, you have three aces in a row, so all these new beginnings, all these wonderful things, and I love seeing this because it's the thumbs up to the universe, and you're going good. Your outcome is a wonderful card, the Six of Cups, where you're at a point after the month goes through that you're able to give. You're able to give emotionally, you're able to give financially, and I'm sorry about my phone in the background. Somebody's got a lot to say. And it's wonderful. I love this card at the end just because with the lady giving to the child and having it to give. So you are fulfilled in many ways. So at the end of the month, there's a little bit of turbulence going on, with a lot going on, some thinking about any kind of contracts that are coming up. Really think it out, take your time, have somebody else read it if you need it, get your help. You have help, and just keep on moving on. Your angel card messages that are here, I see is, you know, you definitely have lavish abundance from the Empress, and that's Archangel Gabriel. And, you know, you're going to be able to give birth to your dreams and nurture yourself and others, which totally goes hand in hand with this card, giving. So it's really doubly backing that. It always amazes me when I pull these cards and they all tie in with each other, which is beautiful. You've got brilliant ideas and inspiration, and you're seeing the truth of a situation and challenging beginnings. So whatever you're starting new is going to be pretty challenging. It's giving you that thumbs up. Keep going, keep going. But it ties in again on when you're at the Hangman, and it's wanting you to know, this card here wants you to look at your plans, and you may have to revise those. And more is going on that meets the eye, and just pay attention to your timing, because you don't want to take this off. And that's why this Hangman wants you to sit back and wait and time this out right. So whatever's coming up, you're within your plans. It's just not quite yet ready, but it will be by the end of the month. And they want, also the angels want you to take time to really get your rest and be clear in thought, so you can make really good decisions. And, you know, and at times when we get too serious, they're encouraging you to have a more playful approach. You have a great reading. It's just other than some kind of business deal or relationship deal, you just need to really take a good look at that. But whatever you got going on, looks like you're going to take off and go with it. So good reading. And I will talk to you in November. Thank you.